Yes, thank you, Madam Chair and Ranking Member Bozeman, and thank you, Undersecretary Dean, for being here today and for your testimony. The Department of Defense recently updated its statistics on military eligibility, which show that unbelievably 77% of young people, excuse me, age 17 to 24 are ineligible to serve in the military, and the leading disqualifier for service is obesity. This is a grave national security concern, and we really do have to do better to achieve those healthy outcomes for our young people. So included in the 2018 Farm Bill was a program that I had championed. It's the Healthy Fluid Milk Incentives Program. The 2020 to 2025 dietary guidelines for Americans had noted that 90% of Americans do not meet the U.S. recommended dairy consumption. Do you support this approach of encouraging SNAP households to purchase healthy but under-consumed foods such as milk and also other nutrient-dense dairy products like cheese and yogurt to remind people of the nutritional value?
Yes, Senator, and we're very pleased with the progress that we've been making on the Healthy Fluid Milk Incentives Program. It's recently been awarded to a new contractor, Auburn, and they're making great progress. And we hope to learn quite a bit of how what they're incentivizing, and then the details of how it works at the register. We feel like there's some stickiness, and if we can pull those two things together, ideally, we can take lessons learned there for future work.
Very good. It's something that I'm continuing to work on for this upcoming Farm Bill, and of course, to help alleviate some of the concerns coming from DOD and obesity that's rampant with our youth. So I want to tag on a little bit with what the ranking member was saying. A lot of us are very shocked at the CBO score that came out, and the CBO had raised its cost estimate for SNAP by $93 billion over the next 10 years. And I do believe it's important that we're providing critical assistance to those citizens that are most vulnerable. But we also have an obligation to ensure that these federal funds are not abused and that they're not taken advantage of. And we have seen just a shocking level of fraud throughout the SNAP program. So as we're considering ways to cut back governmental spending, we do have to maintain program integrity and carefully analyze both recipient and retailer trafficking and fraud. What regulatory safeguards can we provide to prevent fraud and ensure that the government funds are utilized for the truest intentions of the SNAP program?
Well, Senator, let me just say the Secretary and myself and Administrator Long share your commitment to nutrition security, because it is in fact national security. And I think the first pathway there is to make sure all of our benefits are offering meaningful support that meets the need, which is why we are making some of the critical changes in SNAP, WIC, and school meals. So just wanted to flag back on that. But you're absolutely right that stewarding the program with integrity is a core goal, both in the Act, obviously for this committee, and for USDA. The appropriations that we received both in 22 and 23 actually provided a significant increase in staffing for FNS resources that had fallen to a historic low while our programs had gotten larger, while many more stores had joined the program. So we just needed more capacity in order to oversee the programs with, I think, the intention and direction that you're discussing. We'll continue to do that, and happy to loop back with you if we identify an area where we need more resource or authority.
That's good, because we want to make sure that those dollars are being used for those families that truly do need this. Another area that I'm concerned about is that able-bodied adults without dependents make up more than 10% of the households who receive SNAP benefits. What are your beliefs about the ability of these individuals to work 20 hours a week, given that there are 2 jobs available for every person seeking jobs out there?
Well, the group that you talk about, known sometimes in our program as ABODs, or the childless adults, just to make sure we're all on the same page, when the public health emergency ends in May, we will see Congress, I'm sorry, let me step back. Congress temporarily suspended the work requirement that applies to that population during the public health emergency. So that policy will be changing in May when the public health emergency ends. So just wanted to, and as a result of the time limit being suspended, that population's participation in the program did grow. What we know about that requirement, which, and I think was originally set up and intended to support work, to promote work, it's not having that result. There are multiple studies that show that it does not result in increasing employment, and in fact results in increasing food hardship amongst the group. So as designed, it's not working. And the White House Conference on Hunger, Nutrition, and Health, the strategy document called on Congress to reevaluate and take a look at that rule to see if it could be reconfigured to meet its intended purpose, which is to support and promote work, not increase food insecurity.
Yes, I appreciate that answer, and we do need to get back to getting those able-bodied adults off of the program and focusing again on the families that truly do need this assistance. We're under extreme constraints with our budget and appropriations, and we need to find a way to make sure that those dollars are going as far as we can with the people that actually need those assistance and programs. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.